Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching WYTV. It's a new week and we're getting closer to the end of year 2023. My name is Ahmed Abbas Olatuji, but you can call me Sidon J. And you know how we'll do it. This is News Review, where we'll talk about the headlines that made up the newspapers. Go on a short commercial break, come back to do justice to some of the headlines. I'm not the only one in the studio this morning.
Good morning, viewers all over the world. My name remains the same, Ambassador Rochi Morilua, son of the prophetess, the man who resembles Wike.
All right, you know our doors are the sponsor for this show is Nokpa Abbas and Kim Victor Nigeria Enterprises. Today I'll be starting with Punch newspaper as usual. Cutting relationship with Wike Fubara's best decision. Rivers APC shifting. Dangote refinery. Jet AI eat market January petrol delayed. Policemen kidnapped me, collected 1 million naira for my release, man alleges. Akeredolu, Assembly won't probe signature forgery allegation, says lawmaker. Then on Vanguard newspaper, Kaduna, error bombing, security agencies not on same page, Governor Sani. UN General Assembly meets Tuesday to discuss Gaza. Corruption, 5 LASMA officials dismissed, 2 others reprimanded. Then on Daily Post newspaper, gunmen reportedly kill many in Anambra nightclub. Oshu government in frantic search for abandoned day-old baby's parents. Zamfara residents laments high cost of living ahead of Christmas. These are the headlines that made up the newspapers of today. We're going on a short commercial break. When we're back, we'll talk more on some of the headlines. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned.
When life breaks into the beautiful splendor of nature, and the kids can't just resist the temptation to explore to its zenith with the full assurance that the perfect backup is on the way for a perfect refilling. Nokpa, we always come to the rescue anytime, anywhere, any day, anyway, anyhow, round the clock. Your family just can't get a better companion aside Nokpa. Nokpa Abba Mixture, your family's best bet.
With Nokpa, healthy living is guaranteed for me and my family.
Nokpa for management of bag.
Kim Victor Nigeria Enterprises say make I give una this information. Una with the sell foodstuffs, with the sell noodles, with the sell oil. And when the major distributor Honeywell, Golden Penny, King's Oil, Gino, and so on and so forth. And vanilla that the shisodo wa buy, you feel they collect market, they pay for them small. Gbogbo àwọn tó ń bá wa dòwò pọ̀ àtàwọn oníbàárà wa náà jẹ́rìí wípé Kim Victor Nigeria Enterprises tested and trusted kò dẹ̀ sẹ́lẹ̀gbẹ́. Oya make una dey come to shop 2 Awolowo Market Shagamu Ogun State. As una dey buy una market, our motto don tanda gidigba to carry una load go una doorstep. And we no dey put extra charges. Kim Victor Nigeria Enterprises, fast and trusted.
We welcome back from that short commercial break, and that's our sponsor, Nokpa Abbas and Kim Victor Nigeria Enterprises. Don't forget that Nokpa Abbas produces Nokpa Abba Bitter, Abba Flusher, Abba Tonic, Abba Powder, and Abba Cool. And those products, if you try it, I know you're going to say something in the comment section. So some other people can also get Nokpa Abbas. Well, Kim Victor Nigeria Enterprises sells all kind of foodstuffs, talking about rice in bags, you know, oil, turkey, frozen foods, different kind of foodstuffs. You can get it at Shop 2 Awolowo Market, Shagamu in Ogun State. All right, so the first headline we want to look at this morning is it about this policeman kidnapped me, collected 1 million naira for my release.
Policemen are supposed to protect the citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria could go to the extent of kidnapping. If you could look at the body of the news very well. Number one, there are some bad eggs within the police officer that needed to be flushed out. We have some bad eggs there where we have some good ones there, and I believe the bad ones have been the ones that have been denting the image of those that are really working hard for the success of this country. Now, the policeman that someone has to confide in, automatically now, those ones that kidnap now, if you have an information according to what is being advertised by the federal government all the time, that when you see something, you say something. When you see something, you say something. Now, for you to have now seen something that is not going to be good for the society now, you now go to this policeman even being having confided in them that I see something that I need to say to you. When you now say it to them now, being a corrupt police officer, you wouldn't know. And it is not written on the head that the man in question that you are about to leak a secret to is a corrupt police officer. Exactly. Before you get to know, that secret will be linked to the other side, that you will not be the target of the person that you are revealing a secret.
Well, let's move into the body of the news to know what's up about this man. A suspected kidnap kingpin, Chukwudi Dunmeme Onuamadike, yes, also known as Evans, who was arrested by police in Lagos, said on Sunday that he chose to collect ransom in American dollars to be different from other kidnappers. The suspect, while being paraded at Lagos Police Command in Ikeja, told newsmen that he started kidnapping in 2015 after he left his spare parts business, a claim that contradicted the police statement that he was declared wanted in 2013. He claimed that he lost 20 million naira to customs officers, which made him to leave his trade. The suspect was arrested in his mansion in Magodo area of the state on Saturday. Well, Evans wasn't sure of how many people he had kidnapped. He said highest he had collected as ransom was $1 million. Wow. I can't figure out how much I have collected so far or how many people I have kidnapped, but I have kidnapped up to 10 since 2015.
There's another that says every day is for the chief, but the day is for the owner. For you to have lived your business based on the loss you have in the custom, what do I call it, in the custom business, because how do you lost your money in the custom business if the business was illegal? If you are bringing in a good product, or if you are bringing in a product that is not contraband, you wouldn't have lost his money while trying to get his goods. And for you to have lost the money, there's an adage that says, "Be a shimba dayon," which means when you fell from the horse, you have to rewrite the horse. You have to see how you can go back to the business instead of choosing the kidnapping business as a business.
You see, he's not doing this alone. You know, that's how he had to collaborate
with some police officers.
So as to make it real. Like maybe they will arrest someone and later ended up in a kidnapping case. If you tell anyone we are going to kill you, so you have to pay so amount just for you to be free from, you know, being arrested. So I feel now, what I feel we should do, because I'm not part of the government, but as a citizen of Nigeria, at least I have a say on some issues that has to come with things that is affecting the people staying in this country. You see, most police officers out there, we just see them on uniforms. Why can't they start attaching their ID card?
Does that really shows the kind of person they are?
Because I don't know, anybody can just wear that uniform.
Listen to me. Anybody can wear the uniform and anybody can print his or ID card anywhere else. Do you remember some police officer that was caught 2 months ago? They have been operating now, it's over 7 to 8 years. So there was one with the rank of inspector, the other one with the rank of sergeant, which they have their own ID card. Not until when they were being apprehended, the police officers knew that the ID card that they were using is fake. How do you identify a police officer that has a fake ID card on his chest?
Well, I feel maybe as from now, the Nigerian police force should start doing roll call on their members, because if the policemen are working diligently, like they were working where they were put in, like, okay, this is where you are supposed to stay. Don't leave this place until you are being commanded or told to leave the place. You know, most people they tend to put on police uniform and start creating different atrocities.
If those measures are being put into place, the bad eggs will always prove themselves to be bad eggs. Have you ever seen a police? Have you ever been stopped by your vehicle where a policeman will try to remove one of your documents? I see the document is valid. All in the process of trying to extort money from you.
They will rope you. Most of them, there was a case I remembered, a case whereby I was traveling, I was in a public transit, and before you know it, we were told to come down coming down, they had to drop smoke in the pocket of that guy.
In the pocket of that guy.
And he didn't know anything.
The guy was just coming down from the vehicle. Didn't know anything. Not knowing that there was an exit that has been dropped into his.
Yes, it was another policeman that came from afar and searched the boy. Like, okay, he has a smoke in his body. If not for the driver that was watching from
the mirror,
the side mirror, could not. That's how they would just take the boy.
They just take the boy away, and at the end of the day, they will collect money. So are they not valid?
Police officers.
Valid police officer. We have bad eggs in them. There is a need for the system to be flushed. How did they flush? Those policemen that were being sent out, there is need for a task force committee to be set up.
But sir,
to checkmate their activities.
I want to ask this. Why is it that it's only Nigeria you see a situation whereby people that have been admitted to work as police officers or security agencies, they are not educated?
So
you could see what happened with one tourist that was coming to Nigeria. She said she's been across many African countries and
she was coming from Netherlands. She was coming from Netherlands, heading to Abuja. What happened? The next question is give us money because they are addicted to it. That the only thing an average police officer could do is to go out there, extort money from people, and once you are not giving them the money, you are in problem with them.
Imagine that other police officer was asking, wetin you bring for us?
Now wetin you bring for us?
I was just feeling somehow like this is a Nigerian police officer.
This remind me of some years back when I was driving along this zone D. It's almost 15 to 20 years ago now. Along this zone D with one of my pickup then. As I was coming, I met them. They were at the T junction, all this traffic warden police. They stopped me. They asked the guy that was in front of the vehicle to come down. That was my younger brother then. The guy was trying to stop the guy. I said, please don't disobey them. Just come down as they said. The guy went down from the vehicle. They came in. One of them came inside the vehicle, not knowing that their station, their division was very closer to that place. They had to. They took me to their police station. The guy parked my vehicle at the back of their police station. He now came out. There was a board off at the back of that police station, not right from the building. The guy now went into the board off. Opened the board off. Now brought a paper out. He now said, my driving license, I gave to him. The papers of the vehicle, I gave to him, which were all valid. At the end of the day, the guy said, I should come and write a statement the day that I've been driving the vehicle. I said, what type of statement? He said, the day that not knowing that there was an exit door that linked to the office of the DPO. The DPO in question was a woman then. The DPO was hearing all those conversations. She had everything, but she didn't mention the word. Not until when I said, if this vehicle is yours, given to one of your brother, at the end of the day, he came back to you that he was called by some Gago policemen, that he made the statement the day that he had been driving the vehicle. What are you going to tell him? The other one said, go and let his tire. As the guy came out, as he was about to let the tire, deflate my tire, I said, if you deflate that tire, I will make sure I reduce it to the point of aesthetical. You now say, who are you? I said, I'm a human being like you. He now said, where's my seat caution? I gave to him. He said, my fire extinguisher, I gave to him. He now said, where is your extra tire? I said, Mr. Kennedy, because his name was written at this jet. It is not called extra tire. It is called spare tire. Bend down a little bit, is under the vehicle. He said, what is wrong with you? Go and pay 500 now. Do you know how value money was then, almost 20 years ago? I said, what for? Investigation expenses, or is it a stolen vehicle? I now said, okay, you have been asking for the key of the vehicle. This is the key, together with the particulars of the vehicle. Then I turned back. I was about to leave the station. He now said, what is wrong with you? If you go and bring somebody, I will say I stop you, that you failed to stop.
Wow.
Then I now told him, forget about Jesus is Lord written in front of that vehicle. I'm from Ekiti. I'm an Ekiti man. He now said, before I go, no, the DPO came out. It was the door. I was backing the door. It was the door that the DPO opened now that pushed me forward. The DPO was now saying, are you Ekiti people? You are so strong. I said, madam, so you are inside listening to what your boys are doing. It was the DPO now that said they should give my key to me. And that was how I left the station without paying 1 naira.
Well, that's the reason why I said most of our police officers need to be, sensitized when it comes to trying to extort people from different kind of allegations that is not even right. And I feel it's because they are not, most of them don't travel, they don't watch news, they don't know what's up. You know, they need to learn from other countries.
If they watch news, the thing has been addicted into it has become an endemic nature into their system. When a man is joining the police force, do you know what they go through in their training? Have you ever been there before? I have a brother who has been there before. All those things that they taught them, all those things that they were being taught while on the training. When they go out there, immediately after the training, what they normally think of was to go out there to go and make money.
Well, let's move on to the next body of the news, because if we keep talking about Nigerian police from now, even till next year, we won't stop, because we have a lot of cases that they've come to do. So we need to move on with the next one here. Gunmen reportedly killed many in Anambra nightclub. Some gunmen have reportedly gunned down some persons in a nightclub in Anambra. Daily Post gathered that the incident occurred in Oba Idemili North local government area of Anambra State at Porsche nightclub. Though there are no further details of who carried out the attacks on Sunday, a source, Chukwuemeka Ezefunamba, said the gunmen came to kidnap the owner of the club but were resisted by security men attached to the club. As a result of the resistance, the government started shooting sporadically, killing many people in the process.
I think this is the right time for the whole Nigerians to be very vigilant. With the insecurity all over the country now, how come we see our people operating at night? Some clubs are still operating at night. Based on the insecurity, they too, they are not even, they don't, it was like they don't value their lives.
Sir.
Because if they value their lives, why would you go to the extent of clubbing in the night?
Thank you, sir.
With the insecurity, even in the afternoon, we were not secure. Not to talk of the night.
Sir, there's nothing that has advantage that does not have disadvantage. These people that night, it is a nightclub. A club is done on the night. I've never seen a club in the morning, and that is their source of income. Even with the fact that the country is hard, people are still trying to make money. In that club, we have people that washes that are floor washers, people that drink servers. You know, different people works in that club and make their money.
I didn't say operating a club is a crime. Operating a club is not a crime. But the club that you have opened from morning till 10 o'clock, I think is okay.
Sir, it is not a lounge. We have different between. There's even between restaurant, a lounge, and a club. A club is operated in the night.
Okay, a club is operating in the night. Did they really go to the extent of securing themselves? Did they hire a police officer? Did they hire a security personnel to come and secure them? Do they really do that?
And that was what led to the killing of
exactly,
people, because they had the securities there. The body of the news said they wanted to kidnap the owner of the club before the security agency resist.
Who are the security agency? Those ones they call bouncers that normally stays at the entrance of the club.
Sir, but those people are better than police officers.
If you know you want to operate a nightclub in Nigeria, with the present condition of Nigeria now, go to the police station, hire a security personnel that will come and stand at the entrance of your club.
Well, according to the body of the news, we didn't know maybe it was the police or the bouncers. But I get to know that most bouncers are more effective than Nigerian police.
Without a bouncer, without a gun, will be effective more than the Nigerian police.
Most of them have guns. They are commandos. They are special commandos.
Special commandos. Most of the bouncers.
Yes.
Were they ready? Okay, maybe some bouncers that were
even the training they went through, they do go through. It's more than the ones of the police officers.
What I'm saying is this: for any club that will ever operate in the night, you need to secure yourself, then secure your customers that are coming by going to the police, hire a police officer or hire a security personnel that will come and stand at the entrance of the club should in case anything happen.
Well, the body of the news still stated that they also beheaded one of the security men who resisted them from taking the owner of the nightclub. Spokesperson for Anambra State Police Command, DSP Tochukwu Ikenga, could not confirm the incident. He promised to make an inquiry and get back to this newspaper. Recall that another nightclub owner and popular witch doctor, Akwa Okuko, had been attacked months back in the same community. He later confessed that he surrendered himself to avoid collateral damage that would have happened if he resisted. It was rumored that he paid over 400 million naira to regain freedom.
He has been kidnapped before.
No, not him. One other popular club owner in that same community.
Area. Yes, that is exactly the point. Because I believe the other ones, if there's an adage that says, an elderly man that fell into the pitch, we always give a lesson to other ones that are coming behind. So this should have started as a lesson to the rest of the nightclub owners there to be able to secure themselves into a full way, into the extent in which if such accident would ever happen in that area, I believe the security personnel would have resist the
level of insecurity in Nigeria these days is killing most of our economy.
Yes,
aside the government,
it's killing us. It's killing our economy. Do you have anything to do with beside what the federal government are doing? Can you go to the extent of securing yourself alone? You don't understand what I'm saying. The whole Nigerian is not secure. If the whole Nigerian is not secure, for you to have operated a business, if you are a successful businessman, you need to look for a way to secure yourself. We have people out there that always go to the police station, hire some police officer,
yes,
like 4, 7, 10 of them,
I have a friend,
to come and secure them.
I have a friend, he's a rich business owner. His mom has been kidnapped. And since then, although they didn't get away with the mom, so the mom escaped. So since then, he had hired police officers. They come to his house every day, they sign, they secure his mother, follow his mother everywhere
they go, everywhere.
And let me say this, it is not supposed to be like him paying the police officer, because if I should tell you the amount this guy is paying these police officers just to secure him and the family.
If he wants his mother to be secure and his family, you have the money to pay, because you know nothing goes for free in Nigeria.
But these police officers are government workers.
Listen to me. You go to the station. Haven't you go to the station before to lodge a complaint without putting money in? Will your statement be written down? Haven't you done that before?
That's true.
What are you saying?
But I feel we need to do some things about this police brutality.
You go to a station to lodge a complaint that somebody needs to be arrested. At the end of the day, before they go, they will tell you they don't have fuel in their vehicle. You have to pay for the vehicle's fuel.
And they will tell you they cannot come to the scene, and they have to use their siren to scare away.
And at times they will tell you their vehicle is not available. That is at the mechanic's workshop. You have to go and hire a vehicle for a police officer to go and before you can go out there.
I don't know who drew all that. Let me say, let's go back to the
this has been our system, my brother.
But we need to change.
You can't change the fact. If it is going to change, the water flows from the top, from the edge down to the toe. So which means if this thing is going to change, if you are going to have a better working Nigerian, it will surely first happen from the federal level, right from the president.
Well, I feel the problem we have is our constitution. Still our constitution, because if it is...
the constitution can be amended 100 times, but the fact still remains the same, that the system will never change, not until when it changes right from the federal level.
Well, let's move on to the next body of the news. Here, the headline of the news here. Sorry, Zamfara residents lament high cost of living ahead of Christmas. Christian residents in Zamfara State have lamented that the 2023 Christmas would be celebrated with bleak faces, considering the escalating prices of foodstuffs and other necessary materials for celebration. According to them, the prices of foodstuffs continue to escalate unabated on a daily basis, saying that NAIRA scarcity contributed to the problem.
Are they the only one lamenting? The whole Nigerians is at stake, not only them. So
you know, the festive period is at the corner.
I wonder why it was this Zamfara alone. They would have come out clear to the old Nigerians that the old Nigerians are lamenting on the high cost of food. Well, before we move closer to the Christmas period now, when the subsidy removal came in, what happened? The whole Nigeria was in disarray. We were all running enter-scatter. The whole thing affected the whole system. So it is not because of the festive period that is coming. There was nothing that was being high during the festive period. The oldest thing that started when.
But sir, what they were trying to say in the body of the news is, it is not that the food price escalated. But what actually made it more worsened is the scarcity of cash. Which happened in the first quarter of this year.
But the federal government, the CBN came out, the CBN governor came out that there is enough cash that will go around the country. If the CBN governor is coming out to say this. At the end of the day, nothing is being done. I believe some of the banks should be probed.
Well, speaking with Daily Post in Gusau, the state capital, one Madam Blessing lamented that her household always travels to their village for Christmas celebration every year, pointing out that this year there was no plan of traveling at all due to economic hardship. This is a celebration that occurs once in a year, which Christians all over the world are supposed to be comfortable and rejoicing. But here we are searching for money to even buy foodstuffs for the family, she lamented. Another resident, Godwin Enom, said the whole situation was terrible, stressing that today is 10th December and I have not purchased a single cloth for any of my children due to the serious economic hardships facing us. The medium also visited Gusau Central Market and discovered that business activities were moving with the lowest ebbs as the traders were lamenting low patronage from the buyers. So even aside not getting money to get foodstuffs or buy clothes for the children, these people that say they want to travel from Zamfara State down to their town in the east, have they thought about what if the kidnappers are on the highway too?
And now they are talking about cashless policy. When there was no cashless policy now, when the cash was flowing all over the town, you see a lot of them coming out to lament that they don't have money to buy the food. Now, because there was cashless at the surface of the country now, they are coming out that they couldn't get cash. Can't you do transfer instead of carrying cash around? You know, our people will always have excuses. Then in the cost of in the area of you traveling, is it compulsory? Because let's thank God that we are still alive to witness what is going on now. You know, many have died in the surface. Even those that are more wealthy than you, that are more richer, they have died in the surface of the heart. It's not because they don't have money to sustain themselves. So it pleases God that makes him to spare our life to this moment. So instead of you traveling, I want them to consider the insecurity in the land. When you consider the insecurity in the land, I believe there's no place you are that you cannot celebrate the Christmas. If you can't go to your village this year, by the grace of God, if God still spare your life till next year, you will be able to travel to your village.
Well, according to one Uchendu Nwosu, things may change to our favor before then, but as of now, we are facing serious threatening economic challenges. He expressed dissatisfaction over the economic situation in the country, blaming the economic hardship on mismanagement of Nigerians' resources by some cliques. Uchendu explained that poverty and leprosy are twins, adding that the difference is that leprosy attacks the body while poverty attacks the mind.
Let me still borrow the speech of our president. Go and be rest assured.
Everything will be fine.
Everything will be fine.
Don't let us laugh on that, because it's a serious matter. You know, when the president was making his speech, when he made his speech during the inauguration, he said something that Nigeria is getting better, with the assurance that this is the renewed hope we've been praying for. So when I start checking things that our president has done so far, it's actually a renewed hope, because everything has been renewed.
In terms of
it is just in the
terms
negative.
of the economy.
Yes, it's just in the negative form.
And
it has been renewed. Even the face of
that
Nigeria.
You let them know that this is a new hope that is contrarily to what the old Nigerians are expecting. You understand what I'm saying? That is why I said hello for Kambale. Be rest assured, everything will soon get better. We are into it.
Our president is jogging. He's coming. January 2024, everything will change, because Dangote refinery has started working. You know, so things are getting better.
They said by January the Jet A1 will be on the market. Why is it that it was?
They said the petrol will be delayed.
Why is it that it was the Jet A1? Because they have their jet. They have they will want to travel. Most of them will want to travel. Why is it that you people didn't bring petrol out before the Jet A1? Well, let's thank God that you are working now. We see what is going to happen at the first quarter of year 2024.
Well, at the comment section, Miss Corazon said it's news review o'clock. Yeah, that's what's up. Orooluwa Foyinsola said, well done, sir. Thank you. Toyosi Crown said, when is this country's security going to be intact and reliable like this? Bandits here and there in a country where there is law. Who told you there is law in Nigeria?
There is law. The law is for the poor.
Yes, the law attracted to the poor.
There is law.
Not
the
for the
law
rich.
is meant for the poor, not for the rich.
Well, like they said, it is high time we work together as citizens of this great country so as to secure our lives by ourselves, because no security personnel or government guarantees safety in this country. Okay, if we are waiting for security agencies, who is securing the securities?
The security.
Even the securities need security.
They need security. You know, they are family man. You see, at times we want to blame all these Nigerian policemen. Don't let us blame them. How much is their salary? Even while they were still in the service. Do you know how many months now that they have not been paid? That they needed to eat and to take care of their family.
Well, sir,
and after their service, an inspector came out, I think it was last week, an inspector who has served for good 35 years. At the end of the day, his pension has not been paid. Now, do you know how many police officers that died? At the end of the day, nothing was done to take care of their family and their children. Sir, no wonder we called them when there was a robbery incident, they will tell you they were coming.
Sir, let me say this. You see, I think police job in Nigeria is not by force. It is by choice. So you being signing an oath to secure citizens of Nigeria does not attract anything like I didn't work because my salary was not being paid. We know before you get into it, you know what people are talking about on police, Nigerian police force. You know what's up about it. So you were the one that said you want to fight for the country. You know
what most of them think before they go into the force.
Okay.
That though they had what the other ones the oldest ones are saying about the salary delayed and pension not being paid in time. They were believing that Nigeria is going to be better during their old time. Maybe that was exactly what brought them into the system.
Well, I don't think, well, everybody has the mind that Nigeria will get better. But even me, I still have the hope that this country will still get better. So will you
now say because Nigeria is not better now, you will not put your effort in what you are doing?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, they should put more effort in what they are doing, regardless of any money amount of money.
An hungry man that has not eaten since morning now. You call him suddenly to come and face an armed robber.
So that's his job.
I know that is his job. What is the weapon that is in the hand? What is the arm in the hand of the policeman compared with what the robbers are carrying?
Sir, the ones they give them that they are supposed to use against armed robbers, they are using it against the citizens. Yes. And that was what caused the police.
Because the citizens don't have what they can use to counterpart what they are having. So what they are having now, you can't compare it with what the armed robbers are bringing. I remember I heard about a case online like that a brother who went to Sabisa Forest to go and defend his country fighting against Boko Haram said when in their old camp, they have only one SMG gun. A camp that is combined of 1,000 personnel. Then when a Boko Haram is coming, that they are not more than 50, they will bring along with them almost 10 SMG. How do you expect those ones to fight those ones that are up to 1,000 with a one SMG gun, with only 50 Boko Haram personnel coming to face somebody that has almost 10 SMG compared to only one SMG in the whole camp?
Well, the federal government of Nigeria, I know, will work on things like this, because even if they give police officers more ammunition, instead of them to use it effectively, they started misbehaving.
They needed to be checkmate. If some of them, thank God for social media today, when you misbehave, if you are being caught, what happened? They dismiss you, if truly they are dismissing them.
Well, this is where we're going to be ending it on the show today. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. On TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram at Wisdom Yard Online TV. My name is Ahmed Abbas Olatunji, but you can call me Sidon J. Thank you so much, Ambassador, for joining us on the show.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good week ahead.